the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something.
Well, I put dents in his door.
Are you the type to punch a hole through a wall? Or have you ever been?
No, I never punched one, but I did run that horse.
You just kind of just
I
like...
tried to, but
Yeah.
it always exceeds limits. I could say I'm gonna go spend $300 on Friday.
Yeah.
Turns out more than that. And then it's just like, okay.
That's
And
that.
I think that's how everybody should do it, was as whatever you're worth, that's how you carry yourself, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
if you feel like...
All right, this is episode 6 of the Disclaimer Podcast. Tonight we have on Tanner Carroll, or who I know as Chip. It's kind of a chip feng shui both ways, I guess. But anyway, we are, we're kind of cruising. We have a lot kind of going on as far as, I guess, a lot to talk about, okay? So with you, Chippy, the first thing I kind of wanted to dig into was what is like some of the things that you want to do that are on your bucket list that you haven't yet. And this is fairly, you know, just a nice little icebreaker. Is this hard? Is this kind of hard for you? There's no place you want to travel?
I mean, you know, I'd like to just go live in Hawaii, man. I went there probably two months ago max.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to live over there in Maui, man. That shit is fire.
Dude, I think that...
Dude, fish tacos though.
Yeah, that would be hard for me to do because I'm not a big, like, fish guy. You know how picky of an eater I am. I guess I'm not as bad as Caitlin, but, like, I'm pretty picky. I can't do... There is certain things that I can eat. Like, I have ate fresh crab before. But, like, I actually caught it. And it was alright. Like, it was decent. Like, at best. But I probably wouldn't eat it again unless, like, I was, you know, like, if I went to a restaurant and that was the only thing I could order. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess now, because since you brought up the Hawaii topic, I guess do you see yourself, could you be a surfer dude? I mean, you look like surfer dude right now. I guess we both do. I kind of look like I could be.
I probably could, you know. I mean, I like to snowboard. I think I could ride the wave.
I think you probably could too. It doesn't like require a lot of, I don't know, it's just muscle memory, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just like snowboarding. And I bet snowboarding with you, did you pick it up fast?
Yeah, pretty quick. Yeah, I never took lessons. I just hopped on that bad boy. You either rode down or you ate shit and you got back up and did it. Yeah. You know?
See, I'm scared of going snowboarding. I know how to ski, I know how to water ski, but not exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've tried surfing before. I got up for like 2 or 3 seconds, and I was in Hawaii at the time, actually. The thing you have to make sure you have to do is you have to wear one of those shirts. Like, I got rubbed raw all the way, like, I was red from neck to, like, basically the end of my abs.
I feel like I've only had to, actually, I did feel like when I was in Mexico, I had to wear, like, the bodysuit.
Yeah.
You know? That keeps you a little warmer, but...
That's what you have to wear. You have to wear something like that. Or else... No. Dude, I'm telling you.
Not in Hawaii, bro.
No, that stuff is like surfboards are rough. Like the grain on them, like they are like rough stuff. It's not like a slick, and you know what I mean? Like, I'd probably wear, like, if I had to do it again, I'd wear, like, shoes. I'd wear, like, the water shoes, everything. I'd go full decked out because I literally could not feel my chest for, like, a week. And that's just from getting out there and going like this. I never really could stand up. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe if you know how to surf, then it's not that big of a deal because you're hardly on your stomach. But when you don't know how to surf and you're on your stomach all the time, you'll get rubbed raw. But anything else, like as far as bucket lists go, or, you know, goals that you want to accomplish, or like anywhere else that you think that you could travel to at all?
You know, I would like to be a pilot. I think being a pilot would be cool, but if you have a family, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, and I do expect to have a family, but
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, it would be fucking super awesome, but I don't think that's fit for me. But I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, like traveling isn't so much for everybody, I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's certain parts of the world that I want to see. Like I do want to see Greece and stuff like that.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
go somewhere.
Like that over there, like Europe. Oh, that'd be super.
Or like
sweet.
Italy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that would be really cool. And I really want to do like if I could get like everybody in like the same like headspace, like we like gather up a big group of friends and go somewhere like out of the country.
Oh, that'd be super.
You know
sweet.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But those are just like some of the things that like I've always thought about, because I just want to like one day, like if I make enough money, like I'll pay for everybody and we'll just go do it. But unfortunately, that's not the case right
No,
now.
see, I think we all just gotta combine, man. And just be like, hey, we're gonna jump in that and let's go.
Do you feel like a guilty? Like, do you feel guilty? Like if you were to go on a trip with somebody, and like they paid for everything?
I do feel
Do you
really
feel-
guilty,
yeah.
bro.
But if they like, if just out of the kindness of their heart, they're like, you're coming. Like, would you still go, or would you be like, no, man?
I'd go debt. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going. But I'd use my credit card and stuff like that. But I'm like the person I don't want to rely on somebody, you know? Like,
Yeah.
even if I have a credit card, I'd rather use the debit card.
Right.
Because I know what I can spend and what I can't, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
credit card comes in at the end of the month, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather see it as it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That is true. I don't know. I don't even know if I would do it. I'm kind of on the same page as you. But at the same time, like if I was like flourishing in money, I'd be like Chip.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like Chip. You know, like that meme of Hezbollah where he's like just let me take care of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I like want. That's the tier I want to get to, is like be able to just like go travel, take friends with me.
Yep.
We don't worry about anything. It's just we're there for the good time. We can go and spend. You know, like there's crazy restaurants where you can go drop like $100,000 at a restaurant. That's nothing, dude. It's nothing. Like I have a buddy that lives in Denver. He literally is like he has went and partied with like some MLB players and shit like that. And I tell you what, like he's like, yeah, there was one time there was a big bill, and like they had like $20,000 like whiskey bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy stuff like that. And he's like, it was one of the craziest nights of my life when I went and partied with them. But like, I was like, this is crazy. Like they're just throwing that money out there. Like it's like ain't no thing. He's like, that's like my savings. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But if you're on that tier, I don't think it's that big of a deal. To kind of switch up the topic, what was the name of the football game that we would play in team training at Central High School? Do you remember?
Arena football.
Arena football.
Let
Yeah,
me get
yeah.
that.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember it because
I put $20 on that. Pay up, brother.
For what? Wait, what do you mean?
You asked me the question. I put $20 on it.
Oh. Well, I mean, shit.
You're a big better. I mean, I got you.
I actually am a big better.
I got you there.
I did want to talk about that tonight, though, too. I wanted to talk about how, like, I am, like, we were at this, I was at a party, and do you know Noah Bracken or not?
I met him at the Super Bowl.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. No, so he reminds me a lot of you because, like, when you guys, like sober, like chill, like you guys are like really quiet and stuff, and then like there's something about putting a few drinks down, and then next thing you know, you two are basically the definition of like the full package when it comes to like having fun and shit, especially when we're having fun, you know what I mean? And so that whole night I was on Kirby's phone, and I'm just sitting there like betting steak with his money. And I was like, oh God, like, but I like promised myself, I was like, I'm not gonna bet until baseball season starts after the Super Bowl. Well, that I've been betting my basketball. Yeah, I failed at that, but I have made some money since then, so it's a good thing I didn't stop.
Yeah.
So we up.
Yeah.
But anyway, wanted to kind of move the topic to, the arena football. What we were talking about back in the day, we were really competitive. I don't even know if you even really liked me.
Nah, yeah, you baseball fools were a little sour when the soccer fools beat you.
No, I don't know how many times.
Hey, we can move from that one.
I don't know how many times you guys actually beat us, but probably not many.
We spanked it.
No way.
Dude, we had to walk Caesar out of there in a crowd because he was being a fight.
Those were fun times. If you think about that, like those were times that I wish like I could like go back to. Because back in the day, me and you were never close. We were never really close in high school.
No, yeah, it was probably from like
just
second and third grade baseball and.
Mm-hmm. And that was it. Then we just like lost our step, and then ever since then it was just like more of like we'd see each other around, but most of the time it was just like arguing in that gym.
Yeah,
about arena football.
It definitely was.
We would talk so much shit to each other. It was wild. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I hate, I at that point when I was young, I was like, I hate that kid, man. I don't even know what he turned into.
That's what I'm built of, man.
Just like a degen.
I'm here to get people mad. Well, I'm happy.
And fired up.
Mad.
Do you think that maybe your competitiveness or kind of how you carry yourself, has that changed throughout the years with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be, like, me and you specifically used to be really competitive.
No, I think I've kept it the same. I think that just even having an older brother that's always been competitive with me, I think I've always just kind of kept being competitive.
Yeah.
As, like, I just kept that like, I'll sit here and the neighbor, I could be competitive against him, like, my lawn looks better than yours,
Yeah.
But,
it was like that Fortnite, and then that Fortnite really like tuned it back up. You know what I mean? You know how many hours we grinded on Fortnite?
Oh, totally.
When we started being like friends again, I guess. Yeah. But that's when like high school ended, we were into college, Fortnite came out. You're still competitive. Do you still play 40 or no? I imagine you do.
I don't even have it downloaded.
What, ever since I stopped playing games?
Yeah.
Really?
Damn,
that was I feel like I'm literally the person when I was playing games to keep everybody in Fortnite. If not, everybody was just out of touch with it.
Yeah, you probably were.
But you used to play with you'd play with your brother and stuff.
No.
So I thought you would still play it.
No, he plays every once in a while. I'd normally play Call of Duty.
Yeah. So the like competitiveness maybe not. So maybe that hasn't changed. But what about like do you think you've become softer?
Oh,
you know what I mean by
it kind of depends. It kind of depends where I became softer. It would.
Yeah.
Towards Caitlin, I mean.
Yeah, relationship.
I'm super soft.
Yeah.
Whereas the boys, I'll hit them with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I've definitely gotten a little softer, but I don't know. Maybe I carry myself like still. I don't know, jerkish or I don't know. Maybe I am, but not around like my friend. You know what I mean? Like it's almost kind of like a persona I put on if I'm around a bunch of people that I don't know. Like I have, RBF. Like I don't want to talk to you.
No, and see that's the way I don't shy towards nobody. But if somebody wants to talk, then I'll talk nice. But
yeah, I don't know. I feel like as life moves on, I can see change in people, specifically people in my family too. Mm-hmm. Like, it seemed like me and my brother were always like clashing all the time. Now me and him actually get together, like a lot better than what we did.
Mm-hmm. Same with mine.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that comes with a sense of just growing up. and just life situations in general. But I don't know, dude. Sometimes I just want to just play some arena football again.
No, it definitely comes with that. I used to chase my brother with the biggest knife you could get out of the knife block. And he'd go hide in the bedroom, I'd slide that under his door.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'd grab my little seahorse and I'd just take that bad boy and through the wall. I put dents in his door.
Are you the type to punch a hole through a wall? Or have you ever been?
No, I never punched one, but I did run that horse pretty close to through the door.
Really?
To get him, because he kept hiding from me.
But like as you've grown older, I know like people will get like maybe like too intoxicated or like too like just wrapped up in a situation where they're like banging their head against a wall, they're punching holes through walls. You've never been that type of person?
No.
Yeah, I don't see how people get that upset.
No. Me neither. Especially when you're drinking. I don't know how you get to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, let alone being sober, how could you want to fight somebody?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think I would want to fight anybody under the influence. Or maybe I would.
hey, that's what would lead you to do it.
But I don't know, because like maybe like if you get hit, if you're the one to get hit in a fight and let's just say you did have a few drinks beforehand, maybe that punch really didn't hurt you that bad. You know what I'm saying?
It was like dinner.
Yeah. And then you're ready, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I feel like I'd probably lose because I wouldn't be worth anything at that moment, you know what I mean? I'd probably be swinging and missing. There probably wouldn't be a lot of damage to the other person, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're going to hit a little bit of what is called a segment, okay? I did this on my first podcast episode, and I think it ended up being like, you know, like a pretty cool thing to do. Now, this is called What Do You Prefer? And these are coming right at you. They're coming in hot, too. I think that these actually wrap up your personality pretty well based on how you answer.
All right.
If you're truthful, it will. If you're not truthful, then it really won't. First one being bars or house parties. What do you prefer? Or has that changed?
Do I get like a reasoning or?
No, just that's what it is. It is like bars.
House party.
House parties.
House party.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that you come on, Central Station. I mean, I get calls on my phone, you know, later at night from Chip.
That's Caitlin.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather go play beer pong or something else, you know, flip cup, rage cage or something at somebody's place than go to a bar.
Yeah. I think me and you are on the same note of try not to spend as much money. Because if I don't have to go out, I'm the same way, man. You know what I mean?
I drink a lot and I can't.
You can't keep up with it.
Why would I go to the bar when I pay $6 a beer when I could just sit at home and drink 24 for 20?
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Just wanted to know because I know we both dibble dabble on both, right? This one is okay. Caitlin, this one's kind of a joke, but this one is coming at you. Beer, Caitlin. This one's interesting. Like
K-beer.
A K-beer.
Alright, I'm gonna take Caitlin.
Yeah, you gotta go Caitlin. I think you have to go Caitlin.
But I'll still take K-beer.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. I saw the answer coming for sure. Do you like so? This one's an interesting one too. Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's?
I'm gonna have to go Chick-fil-A because I went to Texas and Caitlin was so hyped about Raising Cane's. I went there and she even said it was shit.
Really?
So I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A.
So you have or you haven't had Raising Cane's?
I have.
See, that was when I was typing this up, I was like, I'm really threading the needle here because I was like, I don't even know if he's had Raising Cane's. But I mean, who hasn't? Probably not a lot of people. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Most people have had Raising Cane's. And then back to Central Station. We're going to have Central Station or Cruisers. Which would you rather be? Or where would you rather be? Because I feel like
I'm gonna go with Central Station. 'Cause
Yeah.
I could get my beer quicker than I can at Quincy's.
Yeah, they do the double stack. Like you're like they're ready for you.
Yep.
And Cruisers sometimes I feel like it's more of a start place, or you know what I mean, where you know just have a few, and then you could, you know, Uber over to Central Station or whatever and do your thing there. But that's kind of how. I don't know though. I've never been a Central Station fan, so personally I'd probably say Cruisers because you know what I mean. Central Station's like too much for me.
Oh, you said Cruiser? I thought you said Quincy's.
No, Cruisers.
Oh.
I've never been to Quincy's.
Oh.
Is that the name of that bar still?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's far.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
been there.
far with the. If,
Well, I
you,
heard
if
it's
you're trying
ratchet.
to get down with the boogie, but I know you're not trying to get down with the boogie, but we could do Central. You get some drinks in there and go boogie. I'm not a boogier.
Well, I don't know.
Cruisers, you don't boogie.
Well, Central Station, you boogie, and you're saying you're not a boogier. I mean,
No,
you danced
I
with my
just-
brother the other night, so I don't know. I thought
Hey,
you were
but
like
that's
more
when
of a
we wore the
boogier.
same shirt. You got to show up in the same shirt. You got to.
All right, I believe you. Just wanted to like make sure. I don't know. Yeah, personally, I would definitely stick Cruisers, but I think there is every once in a blue moon. I would like to go to Central Station just to, I guess, change up the scenery per se. But yeah, okay, so that's the end of the segment. We're gonna move on here, and this is an interesting one that I've always kind of wondered. Like when I was putting this question together,
Scuba Steve?
No. I was putting this together and was like, I wonder like how you are, because you know we're not day to day people. Like I mean, we don't talk to each other like every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe close to it.
Yeah.
Probably more, like, I talk to you more than some of my friends for sure. But are you a person that holds a routine and sticks to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have to do the same thing every single day? Or you just kind of wing it every day? Like, there's something new every day that you try to, like, switch it up. You know what I mean? I've always wondered that about you. Because, like, with me, I know for a fact that I'm eating, like, the same breakfast basically every single day. I go to work, I come home, and, like, my time schedule just, you know, it's... Your time schedule is probably the same, too. But do you do something different after work every day?
Actually, it's probably the same. I wake up, go to work. Every
like, what
once
you
in a
eat?
while, eat lunch. I don't eat breakfast. Breakfast, man.
Really?
Catch me on a hungover day, I'll eat breakfast.
Yeah.
But, lunch, bag of chips, maybe a couple tacos. Dinner, we could skip dinner every once in a while, eat dinner.
Yeah.
But it's drink beer after work.
So you don't eat breakfast?
No,
Have you ever?
I have, but it's like, I mean, my mom's birthday, they cook breakfast. Yeah, I'll go eat it. 2 pieces of bacon, couple scrambled eggs.
You don't get hungry like at like 10 in the morning.
Nah, I get hungry about 11:30, 12.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's interesting because I'm just the opposite. If I don't eat in the morning, it's bad. Like I'm gonna have a bad day. Like I already know I'm gonna have a bad day. Like I'm that high maintenance.
Caitlin.
Oh, yeah. My family's my family's the same way. We don't like talk in the morning. it's funny as hell, dude. I am not shitting you. Like we will literally walk by each other in the hallway. And the hallway in our house is like this big. Probably as big as maybe not even 6 foot, I don't know. But like I'll walk right past Haley, won't say a word. 6:30 in the morning. Like we just don't talk to each other. It's the weirdest thing. Like we'll do all of our morning routines and not one word will be said. Is that weird?
Yeah, that's weird. Super weird.
Like-
Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe not.
Like just everybody's waking up. You know what I'm saying? So I hate being around people that are morning people. Because I'm not a morning person. I have to eat. So don't talk to me when I'm eating. It's super weird to say.
Sound like Caitlin.
I'm sitting here like exposing my whole family because this is exactly what we do. But so are you a morning person then at least?
No, I'm a night person. I'll stay up all night before I wake up early.
But you don't have a problem with like being around people that are just like super like I don't know, like bonkers in the morning.
No, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
That'll piss me off.
See, that's exactly where I'm at. Like, I can't do it. I can't, and not even have a simple conversation. Like, I don't even talk to anybody. Lexi, nobody. Like, I'll say bye or whatever when I have to leave. But, like, it's basically like right when I hit that cold weather now, and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to talk. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the cold weather that brings it out of me, but it's like when I get in my trunk and I start blasting like some Drake or J. Cole.
I tell Caitlin bye and I go put my shoes on and I walk out the door. And if her mom's sitting there on the couch, I'll tell her, hey, have a good day. But otherwise, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that you brought up to me about a year ago is that you don't listen to the radio or music at all in your car. Is that still applicable? Like, do you still do that?
I mean, if I'm going to work in the morning, hell no. I don't want nothing loud, I just like to hear my heater blowing at me or my AC blowing at me.
But you don't listen to anything?
Every once in a while, I mean, I'll turn up the volume a little bit and then I can hear like 99.9 or I hear 93.1.
But you're like, you're not a strict like country guy or rap or rock or whatever?
No, I listen to it all. I'll just spin that little tune circle and whatever pulls up.
But that's like some like loose that's like a loose-ended person type of personality trait. Like, I think you're like loose-ended in that sector of your life. Like,
it's like telling me show up at the strip club and I'm not going to show up at the strip club. I might do that.
I'm not saying. Well, here's the thing. You're really good at showing up. There are people.
I am really good.
Yes, there are people that don't show up. They don't show up to work. They don't have any routine. They don't show up to like functions on time. And I personally hate that, but I do understand it to an extent, I guess, because that's just like sometimes it's just built into people. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. There's something that just irks me because it's like if I'm on time, why aren't you on time?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not really on time. Like it's not like you have to be here at this moment or anything, but it's more or less like you could at least shown up.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I do like that.
Yeah.
When people say that, hey, yeah, I'm gonna come, and even if they say at 6 but show up at 7:30.
Yeah, as long
I mean, at least you showed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about people. Don't if you're not gonna come, then just say no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things that has irked me, and that's the interesting with the podcast thing that I have on. Like, I've been lucky so far. Like, nobody has been like saying that they're going to do it, or like I'll set a date or whatever. If they can't do it right off the bat, they just tell me right off the bat, which is perfect. I don't want to like come in here, set everything up, have everything ready, and then I get a text saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight." That is something. Okay, so for future guests, if that happens, like there's probably a good. Well, I'll probably still have you on because I'm like a good-hearted person, but it really irks me.
15 minutes worked pretty well.
Yeah. See, 15, and I don't even care. Half an hour, hour and 15. Now, if we're getting to close to 2 hours. You're just standing me up. This is not a blind date type of thing. Like, obviously the people I'm reaching out to, like, they know me. You know what I'm saying? But it's a pretty cool thing that I've been able to kind of have the people to start the podcast, like, actually show up. And I think some people get nervous, and I get it, and stuff like that, but they'll say yes, so I know they're in. It's just a matter of when type of thing.
I only get nervous when you put your hand on my thigh.
Like this. Let's see here. Want to dig into who wears the pants in your relationship with Caitlin. Caitlin's actually getting shouted out a lot this podcast. So shout out to Caitlin.
Yeah, shout out.
But here's a hard question for somebody who's very hard-headed like myself.
Where do you go for wearing the pants? Like, what's wearing the pants type thing?
I don't know, like who makes the most decisions?
Does that mean like where we're going to eat, where are we going to eat type thing, or?
It can get down to that, yeah. Like, You know what I mean.
No, I don't. Like, what are we talking here?
So usually, if somebody's wearing the pants in the relationship, they usually have kind of all the momentum swinging for them all the time. Okay, like we're doing this, like we're going to this place. I don't care if you have this plan with your friends. Caitlin maybe being like, you're going here.
Oh, I
don't
definitely do. I definitely wear the pants because every time I'm going to go bowling and
Yeah.
she's got something else, we're going bowling.
We're going bowling.
Yeah, we going bowling.
Okay, didn't actually.
Or
I mean,
or
I'm
she
kinda like
just
that.
bounces.
It's all right. It might actually be not the best trait to have.
No, it's definitely not.
No, because
No.
it actually does cause like a lot of friction.
No, it does.
And I wouldn't even say that. So like when I was first in a relationship, I think that I would do more of like what Lexi wanted to do, a lot more than I do now when I'm comfortable with her.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's kind of it's caused frictions at times.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's relationship stuff, so like that's what you have to like
You
remember.
gotta have balance.
But you have to have
in it, though.
balance. Yeah, you have to have balance
But-
for sure.
My bowling involves my brother, and it's like family time's always good. So she's like, "Oh yeah, that's perfect." You
Yeah.
know?
Sometimes like even Lexi will say to me like, "Well, I don't want to do it if you don't want to do it."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so now we're still doing what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Like sometimes I'll leave it up to her, or just and just friendship stuff too. Like I want to be loose in moments. Sometimes I'm like, dude, we're doing this. You know, like
Yeah.
you can come or you don't have to come. I'm just giving you an invite. You know what I'm saying?
That explains all my trips to Vegas and Blackhawk.
Yep.
You can come or you don't come.
Yep.
Oh fuck, I might win some money.
That is true. I mean, most of the time it's not. I have yet to leave a casino up, but do you have a plan on going to Vegas or Blackhawk anytime soon? Since we're on the topic.
I would hope so. I mean, I'm in for one. My last time I went to Blackhawk, 6 months ago probably.
Did you do well?
Lost 500, pulled 100 out, washed away with 97.
Sounds about right. I mean, that's kind of like how I am. I'm like, oh gosh, like I need to just quit.
That was a night.
Man, dude, but when I'm in a really good mood in the casino, I mean, it's a bad mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I have a few drinks in me, I'm in the casino, I lost a few $100, it's fine. You know, I'm just like, in my head, it's fine. You know what? You lost more last time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to the, ATM, and I'm kind of looking like the other idiots at the ATM lined up. It's like, what are you doing?
No. You look at your buddies that you're playing with.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, he was up like $800. Oh, he played that and then lost it all and went to bed.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And just like one night?
Oh, yeah. We were there for one night at Blackhawk, and then the next morning we drove over to Denver and watched the Rockies game the next day.
Well, that's different. But, like, if you are in a casino for a couple days, do you set constraints like, hey, I'm going to only spend, like, a couple $100 on Monday, or, Friday, a couple hundred on Saturdays, or do you just kind of just,
I
like...
try to, but
Yeah.
it always exceeds limits. I could say I'm going to go spend $300 on a Friday.
Yeah.
Turns out more than that. And then it's just like, okay.
But I think of it as like we're paying for entertainment, and only God can judge. I'm like, I just hate when people are like, bro, you shouldn't have, you shouldn't have went to you shouldn't have pulled out $200. I'm like, don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna take the risk. I don't care. Like, I'm play for keeps.
Yep.
I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
Throwing
Well,
out
it does
there
at
for
the
a
time.
reason.
It does at the time. I'm like, why did I do that? But
Throw it there for a reason.
that is true. Yeah, you gotta at least make the most of it if you're gonna go. We're gonna kind of
Hey, before we go, can I pull up my parlay I put on tonight?
yeah.
This one's
Give
gonna
us your
be-
parlay.
this
Actually, I
one's
would
gonna be-
love to hear it.
No, this one's going to be terrible.
Okay.
Come on.
Because I'm not a parlay guy.
Really?
I like to do my individual bets because not many parlays that ever hit. There's always that one leg that misses. And I think that's where I'm just like, it just really turns me away. I just would rather do a bunch of individual bets. And if I hit 5 out of 6, then I don't feel bad because I didn't parlay them and I still won 5 of 6. But yeah, I would love to hear your parlay.
Alright, so I went on the limb. I threw
Okay.
parlays on the Daytona 500. Actually, it's looking pretty good. I put the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Sabres.
Okay.
The Canadians over the Devils. These are all...
Those two should hit.
No, this one was plus 300.
What, the Maple Leafs?
Canadians.
Really?
And the Canucks, actually, I got, and they're down 1.
Hmm.
But there's still 12 minutes to go.
What's the Daytona 500 one? Because I know the Daytona 500 is on Sunday, but...
Oh, I had Jimmy Johnson as a winner, Alex Bowman as a winner, and then I had like a parlay of like Chase Elliott beating Kyle Larson, and then all my dudes got in a wreck, and it was just...
Oh, yeah, at the end, they really...
Yeah, I was just done.
Yeah.
It was done.
NASCAR's weird. Like, a lot of people don't follow it. Were you, like, did you ever... Your parents ever... Like, did you grow up watching NASCAR, or no?
No, that was like probably the first Daytona or NASCAR race I've ever watched.
See, Jimmy Johnson was my favorite driver my whole life.
Hey,
And that's
Lowe's.
It's the funny thing. Yeah, but what happened is he retired, and he's been retired for a couple of years. I don't know, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, he came back. He's no longer number 48. He's 84. He doesn't have the Lowe's card anymore. So, like, I dibble-dabble into it a little bit, but, like, my family was really big in NASCAR, so, like, I grew up watching it a lot. I actually went to a NASCAR race in Phoenix, and that's crazy. That is crazy shit. Like, the stands vibrate, like, when they're... You just see colors, just like, it's like you literally just... It's like Star Wars lightsabers, just but like 80 of them. You know what I'm saying? And what you can do is you can tune in to the NASCAR racers' pit crew and who they're talking to and communicating with.
Okay.
Which is really cool because like when they're like 84s, you know, just like like talking shit about the other drivers or whatever, you can just sit there and tune in to like all the different drivers, which is a really cool thing. I don't know if you even knew about that, but
no, I didn't. But
yeah,
Jimmy Johnson, let's go, Jimmy. I did have Jimmy Johnson. But
yeah, that'd been cool.
That's
yeah,
because my grandpa used to work at Lowe's for 20-some years.
Yeah.
So I was like, he gave us NASCAR's little Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I still have like my Jimmy Johnson like stuff too, my little cars and stuff like that. But all right, so we're gonna kind of we'll slow it down here. We're getting to the end of the podcast, but I got kind of a couple different questions I do want to touch on real quick. This is like a way gear shift, so I'm sorry about it, but do you enjoy compliments from other people?
I mean, I guess I would say I would enjoy them, but I mean, I don't seek for, you know, I mean, say you said you hated me, to me that's fine, or that's not fine. I don't live for somebody else's pleasure, or, you know, I'd rather just live my life. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You know?
Well, if somebody gives you like a compliment, do you take that as like an ego boost? That's what I'm scared of sometimes. Like when people are like, "Oh, you know, good job" or whatever. Like they're like, "Oh, I really like what you do," whatever. Sometimes I'll take it too personally, and I don't want to be too, you know, like
you don't
with
want to bounce off the roof.
Yeah, like I don't want my ego to change because of it.
No.
Or if somebody's really just shooting low at you, and you know they say something mean or whatever, you know what I mean, or like really rude or really low. Sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I take that, you know, too far into my ego as well. Do you have that problem?
I mean, it depends on where it comes from, really.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I'm playing my Xbox, I mean, somebody tell me something like that.
Right, but like at work, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just rub it off too.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean to me, bro? I mean.
Yeah, I just hate when people are, you know, maybe they accomplish enough, and then all of a sudden they're like carrying themselves a lot differently than what they used to. I feel like that's something that I don't think I would do. I already carry myself probably high enough. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I don't have no more room to be doing that. Like, I would rub people the wrong way. I'd probably have no friends.
No, exactly.
If I passed
that. I think that's how everybody should do it, was as whatever you're worth, that's how you carry yourself, you know? I mean, if you feel like that you should carry yourself high and up and good, then that's good. But if you're down low, I mean, that means just pick yourself up a little bit, you know, and then make yourself feel good.
Yeah.
And be that high person, you know?
Yeah. I almost feel like it'd probably be easier to be the person to give compliments out to other people more often.
Exactly.
I think that that's something I need to improve on, and I'm not saying I don't do it at all. I just don't do it as frequently as I should.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe reaching out to friends and saying like, "Hey man, like whatever, you know."
That's one of the things
I keep grinding.
I lack that on the most, is reaching out to my close people and friends and stuff like that, and I do really lack getting out, reaching out to people that I'm really close to and telling them that, hey, you're doing good, or like people that are down bad, hey man, like, how's it going? Like, make sure you're picking yourself up and stuff. I do lack on that.
Yeah. It's like a weird thing though, because most of the time it's not anything personal. It's just like we're all living our own life, our own complicated problems, our own, you know, we all have our own shit to take care of, but at the same time, like, if there's no one around you, I guess that likes to be around you, which that could, you know, what am I trying to say here? Basically, like, if there's no one around you that likes to be around you, you never have those people to bounce ideas off of, or, you know, be creative with, or be friends with, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't have those people that, like, continually pick you up when you're down, or from top, you know, to bottom, like, hey, man, like, you need to cool off a little bit. Mm-hmm. If you don't have those people that check you, then I feel like that's when you could really get in a really shaky place. And that's why I think, like, friendship in general is, like, you have to be able to do that. Yeah. You have to reach out to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's something that I need to, like, basically probably try to do a lot better, you know. Well, I don't know, like, maybe...
I mean, you do pretty well at that. I mean, come on.
I mean... Kind of, yes, but at the same time, I'm just talking maybe day-to-day type of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm bad at, even my closest friends, I don't, maybe they Snapchat me or something, and I won't respond how I should, type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should have said something different after I sent that Snapchat or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
For me, it's maybe I should actually reply, but...
Yeah, no, I've been in the situation too. I'm like, shit, like, I didn't reply.
Yeah.
So now I kind of feel like a dick. But I don't know. I don't know. That was just a thought that I had on here about, you know, compliments and stuff. The other thing is that we'll just kind of staking on the same wavelengths. When you have a big like fallout with yourself, and maybe you feel guilty for something, it kind of seems like you're pretty good at rubbing it off or not showing it. What are some of, like, those traits? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you agree with that, first of all? You know what I'm asking? Like, your emotions.
I do rub it off, but down low, I am emotional.
Yeah.
I am. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta let her go. Sometimes, I mean, you say the wrong thing. Sometimes you do the wrong thing, and you just gotta let her go. I mean...
Yeah. I have a hard... See, I hold on to things a lot. I hold on to, like, things, like, super long, and it affects me, like, mentally. Even when it doesn't even look like I'm thinking about it. Like, I'll be thinking about something 6 months ago that really bothered me. weird.
See, that's long. That's long gone.
Yeah.
That's long gone.
See, and I've admired people that can do it like that. Like they can, just a couple days maybe, they just need to cool off, and then it's boom, back to normal. We're fine. There's still some, and it's not even like relationship stuff. Sometimes I get into situations like simple shit like gambling. Like I'm like, bro, why did I can't believe that I bet on that fight 2 months ago. Like I put $200 on this fighter to win. They lost, and like, dude, I could have done so much with that. Have you ever do you ever get in that headspace at all?
No, I bet a couple bucks last night. Actually, it was quite a bit, but
yeah.
Last night I was betting on live bets, and I was sitting there watching the game.
Yeah.
It says like 65, 54, and I'm like, yep, bet it. And then I go look at my bets, and I'm like,
Lost.
Dude, and it switches. It instead of 65, 54, what I was looking at, now it says 65, 56.
Oh, the odds changed? Were you doing a live bet?
Yeah, it was live betting.
Yeah, the odds changed.
I put it in before anything, and now they got me, and I'm like,
yeah.
That's bull.
Yeah, it's stupid sometimes. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I'll sit there and I'll try to place the bet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the next thing you know, it's like odds have changed. And you're like, okay, now I don't really want to do it, so you don't do it. But then it actually ends up hitting, and then you're like, well, I should have just done it.
No, I bet it, but it switched my points, so I bet what it was saying, and then I go and look at my bets, and it says it's extra 2 points for each team now.
Oh.
It's like...
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's the hard thing about like live betting or doing something while it's actually happening type of thing.
I was still happy. I went from 25 cents to about $1.75.
Really?
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's I've been on those vibes too lately where I'm just like betting a couple cents.
Yeah.
See how far you can get it up.
I did
fun to do
last night.
Really? That's awesome.
Now you're
I
taking me from doing good again tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a parlay on it.
I mean, there is basketball on tonight, which is possible.
I had me a good parlay tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember it, but
yeah,
it was like Tennessee, Indiana,
Texas,
and Baylor. That was my parlay.
I mean, I don't know who they're all playing. I don't follow basketball way too closely. Just like the ones that just like the ones I have my money on. I'm like, okay, let's watch it. Like I'll like sit here. I'll be editing my podcast. I'll be watching, just some college basketball game that like I wouldn't care about if I didn't have money on it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have like TCU winning at half, and they lost, and I'm like, like what the hell?
I think, but I'm not sure what I bet on. But this weekend I bet on like the Sunday. It must have been like D3 or something.
Yeah.
But like put a 5-leg parlay on, and all these schools that you never hear of.
Yeah.
Where's Ryder from?
I can't tell you.
Either.
Yeah, there's some schools I don't know.
Double overtime, and I lost.
Really?
My own one miss on the parlay, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, back to like what we were talking about. Like when it comes to that, I'm just like kind of deeply attached to results, and that's a hard thing to get out of your head.
It is.
Like you'll never win in life being deeply attached to results. And so I've had to fight it every single time. I have like a bad thought. I'm just like, stop. You know what I mean? Like I have to like actually like stop what I'm doing and think about it and be like, okay, like actually clear your head. Like stop doing it. You know what I mean?
You just think.
Yeah. Because I'm always thinking and I remember a lot of things, I think. At least things that affect me a lot. So I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll figure it out eventually. But see, this is why I like to have podcasts. Like, I can actually have some personal,
Sensations.
thought, on it, and like people's ideas and stuff. Because sometimes I'm just like, I get too wrapped up into my own head.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody does. They all get just too much into their own head, and it just spins and drives them crazy. Yeah.
I think, like, that's the cool thing. Like, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, so, like, you can actually talk to people like, hey, this is how I deal with it, dude. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm just like, wow, if I would have known this, I'd have been fine. A long time ago, I'd have been doing this the whole time.
Well, you don't want my perspective on that one.
I mean, maybe I do. I don't know.
No, you already know how I take my lows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody reacts a little differently, but
Red Solo Cup.